If you are single and looking for love, you know it's difficult to meet people, even with all the dating sites and hookup apps out there.
Yeah, instead of spending countless hours swiping left and right, matchmaking services offer another option. Some singles even pay thousands of dollars for expensive memberships.
Yeah, but as I-Team investigator Danielle Dross found out, those arranged encounters aren't always exactly as advertised.
Matt and Sam, we got this story from a tip through a woman in Jupiter who told us she wanted to get her money back from a company called It's Just Lunch. She claims that she spent thousands of dollars to meet Mr. Right, but says that It's Just Lunch, he was not on the menu.
I want someone who's honest, likes to go out and do things. Hey, you ready to go to a walk? Let's go for a walk. Come on.
New to Palm Beach County, Mindy Miller is finding the dating scene difficult.
Like a lifelong companionship, ultimately.
Dating websites didn't work for her. She's not comfortable with apps, so she opted for a membership in what she thought was an elite matchmaking service.
Just thought maybe, you know, if I put an investment into it and it's with other people who are investing into it, people would be a little more serious about it.
It's Just Lunch is the world's #1 matchmaking service.
The company is called It's Just Lunch. Joining was expensive, but they said they would conduct an in-depth interview to learn all about her, then promised 12 dates with men who went through the same process, so she'd be meeting guys who fit her personality and preferences. Mindy says she paid over $3,000, but hoped it would be worth it.
I don't just have that sitting around, so it was a big investment for me.
That in-depth interview turned out to be a 15-minute phone call, after which a matchmaker started sending her pictures of potential suitors.
His name's Claude.
Most of the men were not her type. Then, at lunch with one man, the service suggested she got a shock with her salad.
We started talking, and he says, I said, oh, yeah, it took me all this time to get a date with you. And he says, oh, I have 20 dates a month at least. And I'm like, what?
Her date explained he was recruited by the company because they didn't have enough men signing up. We tracked him down. He agreed to speak with us, but didn't give us permission to use his voice for this story. So what you're about to hear is what he told us, but this isn't what he sounds like.
It feels like you've been recruited by them
To act like a paying customer.
Definitely, because everyone is paying. They think that I'm paying.
He admitted that he had been a member of It's Just Lunch in the past, but didn't stick with it. Then a few months ago, out of the blue, he tells us the company called, asking if he'd rejoin. They needed guys, and if he said yes, there'd be no charge. Free membership. He agreed. Now back on the circuit, he hasn't met a good match, but the rendezvous are keeping him busy. He's on 4 to 5 lunch dates a week.
I don't think they're trying to match people. I think they're trying to fulfill their contracts with paying customers. And they may not have enough men.
I just was extremely taken back by the situation.
Do you feel like that's deceptive for
Very deceptive
for the company to do
that? Yes, because part of my investment in it is other people are investing in it too. He wasn't.
Frankly, everything you said is something that my colleagues and I have heard, and I'll really restrict it to the last 2 years, I don't know, a few dozen times at least.
John Balestier is a New York attorney who filed this class action lawsuit against It's Just Lunch 15 years ago. Instead of the careful interview-based matchmaking they promise, his lawsuit alleged this is just putting people together practically at random.
To the people in this case, this is very important. They not only paid a lot of money, many thousands of dollars, they feel taken advantage of. They feel like their emotions have been played with here.
It's Just Lunch settled that lawsuit 3 years ago for nearly $5 million and promised to make changes. But Balestier says they're still at it, and for the first time in his career, he has filed a second class action lawsuit against the same defendant. This time, he says paying members like Mindy are being set up with whatever warm body the company can find. In fact, one client, according to this new complaint, found out her first date wasn't a member at all, but a friend of the company's sales director. It's Just Lunch declined our request for an interview, but sent a written statement which said in part, client satisfaction is of the utmost importance to IJL. Clients are made aware in the IJL contract that matches may be recruited for our clients if we feel those matches meet our clients' criteria.
I would like other women to not fall into this situation, hopefully, and I also would like to get my money back.
And when Mindy first demanded her money back, she says that It's Just Lunch refused. But once the I-Team started asking It's Just Lunch questions, they offered her a settlement, provided that she would keep the terms of that resolution confidential.
Well, that is some good news. Also, you got to give her credit for sharing her story with everyone to help other people in this situation. But what about this latest lawsuit against the company? Where does that stand?
That is moving forward. The lawyer tells me that he is hearing from people all the time. Lots of customers with similar stories as Mindy. They are in the discovery phase, which means they're interviewing people and they're putting together this second class action lawsuit.
Right. Wow. It's not just about money here. You know, as the lawyer said, people feel like their emotions are being played with.
Absolutely, and I think that's part of it. I asked the lawyer, you know, some people might say, is this all that serious? Do you really want to spend your time going after a dating site? He says, you know, this isn't frivolous to the people that spent thousands of dollars. They listened to the company's promises, and you know what? By law, a company has to do what they advertise they're going to do if they're taking money, so there's a point to all of this for sure.
Great stuff, Danielle. Thank you.